Coming up at noon, the parole board is welcoming a new chairman, but could his past put his job in jeopardy?
There's always a need for them. We're constantly filling those top jobs.
A CDL shortage is having more of an impact than people may realize. What the state is doing to combat the problem. And later, it's a new age for the world of music, how AI could soon have an impact on the way songs are made. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Jurnee Taylor. The sunny skies won't be around forever. In just a second, we'll check in with Nathan on what to expect over the weekend. But first, let's see how traffic is moving on the Little Rock roadways. Things you should be looking out for. Well, looks like everything is moving pretty good so far in most part. There's a possibility you could experience some small delays on side streets with people, of course, getting out for lunch. The highways, though, are clear right now for you to get ready for your afternoon commute. Just remember, though, always buckle up and take it easy.
And Jurnee, it is a fantastic Friday across Central Arkansas. Weather-wise, we've got plenty of sun for most locations, and the temperatures there are climbing up. The spring preview continues here, ladies and gentlemen. We're close to 70 degrees in Little Rock, but where the clouds have lingered, you're at 58 in Arkadelphia, 60 in Hot Springs, 61 in Searcy. So where those clouds stay in place, the temperatures, they won't be as high today, but those clouds are not producing any rain at this time across the natural state. You have to go off to the west, Texas and Oklahoma, and that system is headed in our direction just in time for the weekend. I know. You wish this type of weather that we're experiencing right now would stick around for both Saturday and Sunday. That is not going to be the case. Rain moves in here late tonight, and once it moves into your neighborhood, it'll be sticking around throughout the day. So can we call the weekend a washout? For some folks, yeah, I think that is a possibility. Along with the clouds and rain, it's not going to be as warm. Temperatures will struggle to reach 60 on Saturday, and everybody's going to be stuck in the 50s on Sunday. I'll let you know how much rain you could see in your location over the weekend coming up.
Nathan, thank you. And a THV 11 update as we now have new information on a missing man we've been telling you about. Little Rock Police is now confirming the man you see here was found dead yesterday afternoon. Authorities arrived to Security Avenue shortly after noon on Thursday. That's where they say Quandon Marks was found dead inside of a vehicle. Officials shared that he had been suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. His body was later taken to the Arkansas State Crime Lab. An investigation is now ongoing to determine what led up to his death. Anyone with information is urged to reach out to the Major Crimes Division. That number is 501-371-3660. And our most viewed story on THV11.com, questions are being raised in the latest decision from the State Board of Corrections to name Jamal Jones as their new parole board chairman. Documents obtained by THV11 reveals Jones had been fired from the Benton Police Department in 2019 for apparently lying about engaging in a sexual relationship with a minor. According to documents, Jones was at the gym when a 17-year-old girl approached him and initiated the relationship. Reports say she did not tell Jones the truth about her age at the time. Jones was fired due to his initial attempts to lie about what had happened, which violated department policies. Now, when asked about Jones's hiring, a spokesperson tells us, quote, Jones bravely served our nation in the Army and protected his community as a police officer, providing him with the experience and knowledge to serve on the Post-Prison Transfer Board and the Board of Corrections, end quote. Now, the spokesperson refused to share when the governor was made aware of the reasons for Jones being released from Benton PD. Developing now, a state representative is now pushing to equip every fire department with safe haven boxes. After being approached by lawmakers nearly 18 months ago, East End Fire Chief Daryl Fagan says he was all for the move. However, he didn't believe they met the requirements. That's when Representative Julie Mayberry sponsored the expansion of the previous bill. She now aims to make sure volunteer fire departments have everything they need to make this happen.
If a baby is left there, is surrendered to the fire department, that baby gets immediate attention.
To be successful, each department would need to have a fast response time and must keep an EMS within 1 mile of the department. Meanwhile, a shortage of qualified truck drivers is beginning to impact folks at the city and county level. The shortage of CDL drivers is now having an effect on agencies like the Little Rock Public Works. With a shrinking margin of folks wanting to get their proper license, the city of Little Rock is now being forced to come up with alternative ways to fill open positions.
We've got to address our drainage, keep our streets in the best condition we can. We're actually making a little bit of adjustments on the size of equipment we buy. Some of our patch trucks for patching potholes are a little bit smaller, so we can do it with non-commercial driver's license people.
The Arkansas Truck Association says the country is short about 60,000 truck drivers. Here in the state, we're short about 2,500 below where officials would like to be. From tackling issues in the state to controlling the border, Governor Sanders will soon head to Texas to discuss U.S. border control. On Sunday, she'll join 13 other Republican governors in Eagle Pass for talks over immigration. The meeting comes as U.S. lawmakers continue working to address the rise in border crossings. Now, ahead of Sunday's meeting, there have been reports on social media in regards to Army tanks being spotted at the U.S.-Mexico border. Well, thanks to reverse image search, the viral video that was first spotted on TikTok was posted last year and was filmed in Chile, not in the U.S. So, no, we can verify that information is false. Arkansans will soon head to the polls to make some pretty important decisions, but could a lawsuit in other states affect how things are done just about everywhere? Republicans are now challenging the extended mail-in ballot deadline in states like Mississippi and North Dakota. Both lawsuits question whether or not the deadline violates federal law. If signed off by a judge, Democratic and voting rights groups are concerned with the impact this would have at the national level. A new job report is catching Wall Street by surprise. The numbers shows more improvements in January than experts had anticipated. Bradley Blackburn explains how the workforce is holding up despite mass layoffs.
The job market continues to defy expectations. Retailers brought on 45,000 workers in January. The healthcare industry hired 70,000 employees, and jobs in professional business services increased by 74,000. In all, the U.S. economy added 353,000 jobs last month, almost double what economists expected. Plus, December's numbers were revised higher from 216,000 to 333,000 jobs.
And wages were up by 4.5% from a year ago. That means workers are continuing to earn more than the inflation rate.
The big job numbers come as many major corporations are announcing layoffs. American Airlines is letting go hundreds of customer service employees, and UPS says it's cutting 12,000 jobs. There are also a number of tech companies scaling back, from Google to TikTok. A report shows there were more than 82,000 layoffs in January, a 136% surge from December.
Let's say that I'm a tech person and I was laid off.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says workers who lost jobs in tech should consider shifting industries.
I think that you've got to look at where there is job growth, look at the skill set you have, and apply those skills to the areas of the economy that continue to grow.
One snag in the latest jobs report, the average hourly worker saw their shifts cut to just 34 hours a week. Experts say struggling companies often scale back hours before they cut jobs. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And the new report also unveiled that the unemployment rate has remained at an all-time low. That historic number, which comes in at 3.7%. American Express is rolling out several updates to its Delta Airlines SkyMiles credit cards. This comes in effort to soothe unsatisfied customers who considered abandoning the airline after last year's SkyMiles loyalty fiasco. Now, the updates will mean a higher annual fee, but Amex believes the new benefits are worth it. Now, some changes include a new $200 flight credit to cards after a certain amount of spending, a $120 to $240 restaurant credit after booking with Resy, and up to $240 in credits to use for ride-sharing apps like Lyft and Uber. Well, it looks like the expert has decided. In 2 minutes, we'll see what a special rodent has to say about the changing of seasons.
And it's another day of spring of deception. That's because temperatures today well above average, upper 60s to lower 70s, but the weekend features cooler numbers and also a good chance of rain. I'll have a look at future radar coming up.